It should be okay there, and I assume you can hear me. Testing, testing. 1 2 1 2. Amen, amen. God bless you, God bless you. Testing, testing. I'm sorry. I was raised in a Christian church. How do you expect me to test the mics? Now, let's light all these candles. Me after saying this. Let's light my black candles. Let's light all these candles. Um, and start officially this episode, which is gonna be a real talk. This specific episode, which would be the number 8 episode, would be about, or not about, it would just be a real talk slash a channel message. So that's how a real talk. But before that, I'm gonna get these fixed. I'm gonna light them up. I'm gonna put the intention, and I'll see you after the intro, I guess. Now, the intro, testing, testing, amen, amen. The intro already passed, I assume. But the real talk about today is about me and myself. And I notice I don't speak a lot about myself. So today, hi, my name is Mage. You will get a little sneak peek into my life and the things I am currently thinking about and the things I'm currently dealing with. And I do get a little bit sentimental. Not because it's bad. So, this real talk is not also me. Of course, everything is a reflection. So, all these feelings and all these processes that you're currently going through, I'm just feeling them too. I'm just going through them. You're not alone. You're not the only one. Let me light these fucking candles, because I'm gonna get pissed off now. But while I light the candles and decide if I do want to continue to speak on this, and or just light the candle, put intention, and settle down. Let's put the intention for love, for unconditional love, to clean the space, and that all shadow work that is done, only for healing, of course. It actually helps you understand it, you see it for everything that is, and you receive that shadow aspect of yourself with love. I wanna cry. This one will be for me. So currently I'm dealing with wanting to quit. I want to quit weed. Not because I'm against it, not because it didn't help me. It was there for a really long time. And if you have the corrective perspective on it, it really does help you. It slows you down, you know? I feel like I was a person who would grow very fast, who would try different things. Nothing would resonate, nothing would fit, and I felt that I was moving so fast. There were no breaks, there was no settle downs, and weed helped me with that. It helped me with awareness, it helped me by settling down. And I'm a person who transforms every perspective, so we had a great time. Whatever your indulgence is, I'm so sorry. You know the Hunter x Hunter, the girl who plays the game with the chimera ants, and she starts crying, she gets boogers. That's me, okay? The point is that whatever you're indulging in, whatever you're trying to stop, Not out of it's a problem, not out of hate or anything negative towards it, but just out of it's okay. It did what it had to do. It's not like you might stop it forever. You might stop it forever, but whatever decisions you make after that. And if you desire to actually go for it, do it completely and go through the process, it's gonna be good at the end of the day. No matter what choice you make, you're gonna be good. But just for this letting go, for this transformation, or whatever it is, if it's a partner for you guys, if it's an indulgence, if it's um toxic relationship, if it's a work, if it's whatever it is, you had to be really strong to even be aware that you do not desire to do something, to be aware that you want to take action upon something, and still be patient, forgiving, graceful, and empathic with yourself, right? So, for a good ending, a good goodbye, and whatever perceptions, beliefs, or thoughts come out of this journey/process, that you know how to receive them. You know what they're there. And that you keep going with whatever you're doing. Because whatever process you're going through, it's not an easy one. Whatever transformation, upgrades, ascension symptoms, whatever your thoughts, whatever talks you have been having with God. I did tell you sometimes he tends to slap you on the face and it's fine. But it's because you decide to receive it that way. God teaches you in different ways, with different emotions, with different actions. It's not just a slap on the face. I'm a person who jokes around a lot, but He will provide the clarity, He will provide the feelings, He will provide the actions, He will provide everything. You just have to be really willing to see it and be blessed by it. You know? Let's fight this one, right? Oh my god, this is embarrassing. But it's not. It's just emotion. I encourage people to cry. I encourage people to heal. Ooh. Deja que pase. Let's light this. I feel like the next subject for the 9th video, because it feels like it resonates, I'm gonna be talking about the experience of duality. And the duality we get to experience here in the middle ground, in this specific playground, where it's not like you have a hell, and it's not like you have a heaven, but you can find a way to experience some, no? I don't even remember where I was. I just encourage healing, and I just encourage crying. The other day, I was seeing the last episode of the canceled Netflix series of the Midnight Sesh. The Midnight Gospel, I'm sorry. In the last episode, so sweet. But he was just interviewing his mother. And there was this part where they were talking about this specific feeling. The heaviness, the emptiness, the feeling alone. Not because you're really alone, but it's just an experience you get to go through in this earth, right? And he was like asking his mom, like, what do you do with all this? And she just goes, you just cry. The world is always crying. The world is always full of water, the world is always full of emotion. It's a normal process that everybody should go through. Duality in this world would be experienced no matter what way. You don't have it, like, it's like you will have and you will experience light aspects of this world, and you will experience dark and shadow aspects of this world, but you will experience both in your childhood, in your adult life. Sadness, grievance, jealousy, anything that shows you a contrast of good and evil, of feeling good or feeling bad, dark, light, yin and yang. And grieving is one of the biggest emotions/feelings that every human goes through when it comes to experience the shadow aspects of things. And it's not because of evil, of bad. It's just where we are. It's just what we do. It is just what we... You know what I said in the other video, that one of the rules to come here after being in heaven or a centralized place or wherever we come from, that we are collectively together, the first rule would be, or just one of the rules, is that you won't get everything fast. You have to be patient. Because if you perceive receiving something, subconsciously perceive too fast, you would not receive it because it's too fast. It would feel like, or it will not feel enough for the experience, whatever it is and whatever that perspective is helping you with. Another one here would be that you get to experience duality, you get to experience grief, you get to experience death. Not physical, but in a lot of ways. And one of the ways of us dealing with death is with grief. It's like Dove Cameron said in Brittany's podcast, it's just gray. It's not white, light. It's not black, dark. It's just gray. Let's go with the white one now, right? What a weird thing, a coincidence that I have two white candles and two black candles. God really aligns me in the weirdest way. And all of this was inspired just by me having the thoughts and the understanding that I do desire to quit. And ouch. When I'm kind of sober, even though I do have to go through the cleaning process, I feel so bored. And I keep calling myself on, why do you feel bored? And why are you trying to escape the boredom when you knew that you were asking for peace? God provided the peace, and you're trying to step away or to numb yourself from the time that you're receiving, from the space that you're receiving, and from the peace. And sometimes peace feels boring because it's not chaos. when you get so used to being in chaos, right? This one will have to be more with the. I mean, I can use this. Oh my god, let's see if I can. I'll be so grateful. And here they will get mixed. Oh, fold in my dress, it burned. And this one will be stained. And empty, and I stained my dress with this. This one? It's almost over. Cycle is ending for now on to begin. Officially, no? It's a weird feeling. To kind of finally accept what you have been. Okay. No. You've been accepting it. Just kinda, as I said in the other video, you kept building up on the other one. And some things, even if you're not aware of, they still represent that default setting. You're still healing, you're still growing. It's a journey, it's never ending, and it's not a straight line. It just kind of goes so mumbo jumbo messy. Everything everywhere at the same time, I don't know. This video could be posted. Like, it cannot. It's just, I feel weird posting something so raw. Oh my god, I want to cry so bad. Because now that I'm speaking up on this, stop it. Stop it. You're moving too much. It's scaring me. There was this conversation I was having with a guy who was a bit tipsy. He was flirting and whatever, but I am not looking for anything and I do not desire anything. But God still talks to me through people. And he was like, how could you go to a person, have an example of liking them for like 7 years, and then you see them again, and all those feelings come back, and you just explode, and you have to kind of make them poetic or express them a certain way or change them a certain way or make them be perceived a certain way so they don't get the intensity of the emotions and they just kind of don't go away. And I'm here like, but why are you dressing up? Why are you lying? Why are you dressing up the truth? Why do you feel the need to hide your feelings or lower the fire in it, lower the flame in it, just because you're afraid of somebody not accepting them? Yeah, it was your own fault. You waited too many years. You did whatever you did, but the consequences are those. Or you speak with truth or you lie. But you're not speaking with truth. And why do you feel the need to lower the flame, lower the emotions, be digestible for people who are not even aware of what they're drinking? I don't know. I didn't expect this video to be this way. And I was imagining it for a lot of days, that my next episode was gonna be a channeled episode, but I didn't think it would be this way. I didn't think I would be crying the whole video. 4 twos, and I didn't think I was about to quit weed. have a week left of them. And I'm gonna enjoy what I have left. And I am strong. And I have quitted a lot of times. I have stopped a lot of times. But it because it felt forced. And because it felt like I needed to do it to survive. And not because I desire to. And that changes everything. Remember, I was in the U.S. or like just in Orlando living, and I was um basically sober. I wasn't smoking because I had a dad who was really strict with that and literally kick his son out of the house for smoking weed. But situations are bigger, things happen. It's not my problem. It's not my business. Oh my god. And me, who fucking, yes, I could do it, I could quit. It was really easy. I did it. Not easy, but I did it in a perceived way. Until there was a certain point where I started doing it again. And I just hit it better. I did it better. I still was acting upon my things. But I started to notice the shift. I started to notice the pattern. I was already recognizing the pattern. I already knew it. I just didn't want to accept it. You know, God is always answering you. You just sometimes don't like the answer. And I was making TikTok videos. It was TikTok readings, and I would do readings for the collective, and I would post everything, and they got like high views, and I knew I could make it. I knew I could grow fast, and it was when I was sober. And I have this perspective upon that I feel like I can grow fast. I feel like I can do everything fast, and I feel like me knowing that is one of the things that not stopped me, but slowed myself down. I desire to be slowed down. I desire to enjoy certain things for longer. I was so afraid of myself. I'm still am sometimes. I'm not afraid, just I admire her. And I have to respect her because it's a journey, it's just life. And whoever who goes through life. No matter, no matter. You will experience duality. And you will experience the receiving of a blessing, the taking of a blessing. You will receive the happiness of the blessings. And you will receive the grieving of a blessing being taken away from you. By whatever cost they're removing. It could be with anything: indulgence, family, friends, relationships, like loving, like boyfriend girlfriend relationships, or works, medicine. I don't know. My brain is kind of closed right now. That means I'm done. I finally light the candles. I spoke. I said what I had to say. And this is for you. For you guys who just see me. This is who I am. This is some of the stuff I am dealing with. Not in a bad way. It's my journey, it's my process, it's my experience. And I'm not ashamed of it. Because I know what I'm speaking on. I know what I'm speaking about. And even more when it's my own experience. And sadly, nobody knows me more than I know myself. I am the one who gets to remember. I am the one who gets to experience her. I am the one who gets to live her. As you guys with yourself. Enjoy yourselves, enjoy your bodies. Protect your bodies, protect your mental health, protect your family. If you have to create boundaries with people, create them. Because those lack of boundaries with people would just create resentment for other people, for indulgence, for relationships, for work. Don't let your resentment grow because you couldn't hold your boundaries. And don't let resentment lead your life. It's a dangerous thing and it's evil. Sometimes we're not so aware of it. Yeah. That should be all. Thank you so much for being with me, bringing your presence, and take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Whatever this is, and however this is helping you, I hope you appreciate it. I hope you receive it with the right intentions. A lot of chaos, a lot of stuff. Try to get in the middle of the reading, like a lot of stuff. The phone, the other phone, the candles, the microphone, me, people outside talking and walking. But just how much do you want it? How much do you want that person? How much do you want that job? How much do you want that career? How much do you want that body? How much do you want that mental health? How much do you want that career, class, university? How much do you want that change? How much do you want that new beginning? How much do you want that change? How much? Even if things get in the middle, even if things try to scare you, to stop you, like Natija says, fear mongering. Fear mongering is a real thing. Sometimes it comes from resentment because people fear monger themselves. I fear monger myself. When you're so used to living in a place or growing from a place where everybody comes from, where fear mongering is such a regular way of seeing the world, a regular way of conversation, a regular way of interacting with each other, that creates a fear mongering reality where the reality is based on fear. It's no longer about fear mongering, it's just about living in a reality of fear. And not forcing you to live in that reality, but because that's the reality they live in, that other outside thing needs to reflect that. So it confirms their own beliefs. But yeah, that should be all for the 8th episode of the highest sesh. It was, I said in the beginning, well, it is still a channel message, with my own experience, of course, and slash collective. But what I'm experiencing is probably what you're experiencing too. So sometimes when it comes to me talking about collective channel messages tarot readings. I need to stop the reading, but you know, you will be aligned with your perfect tarot reader, with your perfect reader, with your perfect channeler, so their own experiences reflect those of the collective, and they could be able to teach, guide, or lead in whatever way is perceived. A lot of you guys are leaders, a lot of you guys are teachers, a lot of you guys are writers, a lot of you guys, desire to do things, and society, politics, systematic control, or guidance, systematic guidance, where we automatically say yes to instead of questioning, because they are not teaching us or educating us on questioning or thinking patterns, like, making them juices flow, making that brain flow. But I should stop the reading. This should be it for now. Thank you so much for being here, for your presence, for your good intentions. And I hope I was at service and I was able to guide, help, or just be there in whatever moment, journey, or experience you're going through. But yes, thank you so much. Have a beautiful, wonderful day, night, journey, time. And I guess I'll see you on the next one with a specific subject in mind. And we'll back to our sessions slash, yeah. Just for today, it will be a channeled episode, a channeled message, and just a real talk. This is my experience. It cannot, it doesn't have to be yours. It can be completely different. But I am just a reflection of your energy. I'm not the source of it. So, hope you enjoyed. Hope you had your drink. Hope you receive what you needed to receive from this. And I keep repeating because they want you to understand that. And yeah.